The Always Smiling Faces podcast is brought to you by Guillermo Clothing. For a 10% discount, use the code AWSFPOD at the checkout. Enjoy the podcast.
Buckles?
He's a prick.
Like a pirate.
It's weird.
He's a prick.
You press record. Oh, sorry, we're just talking about Jamie Redknapp's shoes. Shall we start this podcast talking about Jamie Redknapp? This is a Manchester City preview, but we're going to start about Jamie Redknapp's shoes.
They were awful.
Double buckle shoes.
Double buckle shoes.
Speaking about double buckles, Alison's porn video.
I'm double buckled.
That's double bucks on there.
There's treble bucks.
What a man.
If it's him. I think it is him, but I don't know.
Tell you what, next time you see him, have a look at his shorts and you'll soon know if it's him or not.
He's got some dong on him, like, hasn't he?
Right, so Jamie Redknapp's been spouting his mouth after the game.
What a surprise.
So he basically says that the Newcastle players should be embarrassed about that. The last Premier League game here was against Chelsea. Embarrassed about the performance. In any way, do you agree with what he's saying?
Mark's not, but I am.
Deka, stay quiet.
Embarrassed isn't
Frustrated.
Isn't the right word, because they tried, you know. It's not like they.
I agree. He said embarrassed, but then he went on further to say, like, then we'll be going home tonight thinking, could have done more there, or we should have done more.
Exactly.
And I 100% believe
so
that.
That's frustration, not embarrassment. And it's exactly what we talked about in the review of the game. Was that, you know, you've got to look at the performance and think, God, really, did I do enough when I was out on that pitch to actually get us forward and up and give her a chance to win it? Because
he started banging the drum of, like, then they'll be watching teams like Man City, or they'll be watching like this nice style of football, and then they'll be sitting in the house thinking, fucking hell, see what we play. Like, that's what he was trying to say. That's what the players are like. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if there's the odd text going to themselves going, fucking hell, today was a nightmare. Like, today was quite boring.
I think it just shows that Redknapp is very arrogant in
he's a prick. I'm not defending him at all.
That he says, because realistically, deep down, yes, you might think you're the greatest player in the world in your head, but realistically, you look at that Chelsea team and you know you're not as good as those players. You've got to, big yourself up and think, yeah, I can perform against them. I'm just as good as them, if not better. But
as Kris said before, though, about Rondon was clearly frustrated after 50 minutes. So there's no doubt he went home. Hang on, like, what's that about? Like, I had no support at all. There's going to be the odd frustration after that game. Don't get us wrong, I think now they'll be over it now. Yeah, they're not interested.
Bravka's probably living the dream.
That is the
Loads of support.
Frustration. Embarrassed is
the
wrong word, because
maybe the wrong term, man.
Coming from a man that can't even manage his own marriage.
He can't even tie laces. That's why he's got double buckles on his shoes. You want to be embarrassed about that, Jamie?
He is
Stick to the league of your own.
I'll be embarrassed about your dad.
He is a prick, like.
Yeah.
So shall we talk about City now after we've got that off our chest, yeah?
Yep.
So Man City coming up.
The weekend.
It's the late kick-off Saturday afternoon.
Live on BT Sports, it will be? Or is it half past five? Is it half past five?
It's another one. It'll be 5:30 kick-off.
That's
Saturday.
only BT, isn't it?
BT have the late kick-off. So, team-wise, we're recording this before the cup game, so we don't know what's happening in that cup game. Congratulations, lads, if you've won. Fuck yous if you've lost. So, in regards to team...
Do we have 10 defenders?
Does that mean we're not coming back on Thursday to do a review of
We are definitely not coming back. We're just getting it all done now, right? There's going to be no review of...
We should have changed the top, shouldn't we? Like, we're going to spare back.
Just swap between each other.
Well, I was wondering why you two had came as, like, NFL umpires.
I love NFL. Like, funny enough, I think I've got that top as well.
You look like an official from the NBA or NFL or something like that, and you look like a baseball player.
If mine had McEwen's logo there, you'd probably think it was amazing. It's similar, right?
Well, you give dressed as me dad.
It is, though, isn't it? Yeah. Is that a gas mask?
What is it?
Okay. You doesn't even know what it is.
Motorcycle mechanic.
German. A German mechanic.
So, Mark criticising what people are wearing. That's a first. Remember that TV when the match was dressed in blue? Everything you wore was blue.
What? You mean I had jeans on and...
You had more than just jeans on, mate. You had a blue hat. You had a blue jacket. You had a blue
the blue hat wasn't mine. I put it on for a joke. It was Anne Marie's.
Right. So you had a blue jacket.
A blue jumper on.
Were you double
jumper?
Were you double denim?
No, it was like
his blue jeans. His blue shoes. His blue socks.
Blue shoes.
Fucking Eiffel 65 over here.
Well, to be fair, there might be blue. There might be like navy
blue
or something like that.
So, right, yeah, Man City. Blue. Talking about blue. Man City. So, are we expecting what we saw against Chelsea?
And then some.
Worse.
Yeah, it's going to be awful, isn't it? It's going to be really bad viewing.
It's one of those games where you'll be quite happy if you conceded.
Did you
Like
see,
early on.
did you
Because it might change the formation a little bit.
Look at the way they played the other day, Man City. Aguero, hat-trick.
It's one of them games where we're going to be watching it later.
I watched them against Wolves, but obviously Wolves have got a lot more than what we have in terms of. That was sickness to say, like. But it's going to be
rich owners.
It's going to be an awful game of football. Like for our side, I mean, it's literally just going to be backs against the wall, praying that we can keep it 0-0 the last 20 minutes, and then who knows. I think if an early goal goes in, Jesus.
Well, it's like when we talked about looking at the Chelsea match, and what we were hoping to see from that is pretty much the same as where you expect Chelsea, the way that they Man City, and Chelsea, the way they play to give you opportunities.
Oh, they will, 100%. 100%.
But
Man City
we've got to do what we didn't do last weekend and capitalise on those opportunities.
So, Kenny will be back, which.
Well, he should be.
A good thing.
Hopefully Shelby will be back.
No, he's going to miss it. That's all he said.
Really?
He's out for a while.
He's
out for a couple of weeks, isn't he?
I know him like.
How many I think it was?
His thigh, something like that.
He's definitely out the Man City game though, which is a massive miss. I mean,
He's a huge miss.
I said this 3 years ago that he's the best player we've got. I still say that every week.
You know? I don't think we'll win a game when Shelby's not playing all season.
I like his style.
That'd be nice.
What do you think will be Forest?
Different.
No, I'm kidding. No.
I don't think we'll win a game without Shelby in that team.
I agree completely. Yeah.
Did we win a game last year when Shelby wasn't there?
Probably not.
Not many.
I honestly don't. I think
he's the heartbeat man.
He is. He's the spine of that team.
That is why
I'm not his biggest fan.
We talked about,
but
Stan.
We're a lot worse without him.
100%. There's nobody else can play football now. I'm sorry, but
that is why we absolutely in the summer needed to sign a number 10 or a centre midfielder that can create and do something.
I'm going to be honest. I still think
I've said that for the last 4 bloody years.
Key's all right, you know. Key is all right. Key's not that bad. He's all right, him actually. We're being a bit harsh there, like, but Shelby is. I think Shelby's better than us. To be honest, but I think Shelby.
Better than me.
I think Shelby.
I can ping a pass like.
I think Shelby could play.
He might have a better engine than me, but that's saying something.
For someone a lot higher than us. I think personally, but it'll be a massive miss. Like, but the game itself is going to be exactly the same as what we've seen against Chelsea, if not worse. We might even beat the record of 18%. We might get 10% possession. But I agree with
it's a big old pitch.
Maybe Rafa's just had them watching like
Etihad.
All or Nothing. Like,
we're just kind of blasted up front of man. We're just God. I'm dreading it. I'm gutted we're on telly as well, you know. Gutted because it's just more ammo for just shit. Do you know what I mean?
For people to slay it with.
It is, of course it is, and I don't like it.
You wouldn't put it past us actually going there and getting a result.
No, I would put it past one, yeah. I think it could be about 8-0. No, I'll tell a lie. I'll tell a lie because
7.
No, I'll tell a lie. We'll never get thumped off anyone. Because of the way we set up, and I believe Rafa, in that sense, would never ever get humped.
Just looking for me phone book to see if there's anyone that's a bit more optimistic than
on the flip side of that,
can you just type in Lisa Petri?
I've got her number.
No, funny you say that, right? I was in the car the day thinking about that, and I thought, you know, we'll not go down, right? I will be fair here. We'll definitely not go down this season, right? I'm categorically saying we'll not.
That's a bold statement at this stage of the season.
Oh, mate.
We are not going. Don't worry about it.
That's getting used loads if we get relegated.
Don't worry about it, man. We are not going down this season, right? But I was thinking,
we're not dressed as a dinner lady.
We'll never ever get hammered. We'll never get like possed by anybody. But then also, we're never gonna hammer anyone either. Like we're never ever gonna score.
Same as last season.
Yeah, I know. We're never ever gonna. We'll beat West Ham 3-0. I think this might be my highest scoring game possibly.
We've got results in us when things click,
which is one every 25 games.
Maybe it's 10.
Things need to click pretty soon, though. To be honest with you, after the City Arsenal game,
we
right?
were in the same position.
We all knew
this time last season.
No, we had beat West Ham, which was the Sunday.
But
we all knew that this start was going to be damn hard.
Exactly.
Our season isn't really starting until another 3 weeks' time, is
it? We'll beat Arsenal. We'll beat Arsenal at home, by the way.
Do you reckon?
100%.
Right. And I think that is why Rafa's looking at these fixtures and thinking, we cannot afford at this very early stage to get cut adrift at the bottom of the table, because if we do, it's a long way to get back. So if
Actually,
we keep things tight,
If we play against Arsenal like we did on Sunday, no, we won't. Sorry, I apologise. We'll not. But if we do what I think we should do against Arsenal, we'll beat them.
But what we should have done.
They're shit.
It's what we should have
They're a poor side.
against Chelsea.
They're getting.
But looking back at it, we have had games against Spurs and Chelsea.
Against Spurs,
only
we
minus
weren't
2
bad.
goal difference. I know the games that we've lost, goal difference, we're doing well for those 2 fixtures.
And look how that served well last season.
I know it's hard, but that's
like an extra
it was
few
goal
points.
difference. Finished that what made us finish 10th.
Do you not think it's a bit? And again, I'm not.
It's bullshit how we're looking at goal difference, like.
After 3 games, it is. But do you not think it's a bit weird that obviously Rafa clearly then sees Chelsea so superior to Tottenham? Because he did not set the
That
team
is
up.
true. That is a point I've never even thought.
He did not
That
set
is
up the team like that.
And Spurs
But in
are better than Chelsea.
I think so.
Yeah,
Do you not?
No.
Oh, I do. I really do.
I think that as well.
And I'm just surprised that he didn't set them up the same way.
Spurs play totally differently to the way the Chelsea are. Spurs are much more predictable in the way that they attack and approach games than Chelsea do.
Really?
Yeah.
But then you think if we're going to sit and defend that far in our own half, then we're only giving Chelsea one game plan to attack.
I still think if you can stop Hazard by hook or by crook, you'll be laughing. I don't think they've got anything else, you know. They haven't got much more than him. I didn't think that on Sunday. I mean, what else did they really have? Morata's absolute garbage, like. He's shite. There's not much else. Hazard was the one running the show.
I was surprised Pedro
Shite.
was...
Shite, he's been shite from
I
G1, really,
can't
Pedro.
understand why...
If he didn't have pace, he'd be working in fucking gills.
El Gills.
If he didn't have, I'm telling you, if he
Gills.
didn't have pace, he'd be working as a waiter. Sorry, back to Man City.
Man City, yeah.
Sorry, I apologise. Let's be realistic. It's an absolute shitstorm. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be hard work. Like
Hard work.
they're just drew against Wolves, so they'll be out for we need to get back on the 3-point trail. It could be an absolute nightmare. And we'll have to just suck it up and get on with it, I guess. Really.
Can you ever see us getting a result?
Absolutely not. Hammering. That's the result of hammering. And it's
Can you see us coming away from that ground? From that ground with any points.
Absolutely not.
I heard he's going to bring
0 points.
I heard he's going to bring Rolando Aarons in, especially for this game.
He hasn't got a squad number, so he can it.
No, there's absolutely no way on this earth we'll get anything from that game. And it sickens us to say, but it's realistic, isn't it? It's realistic. It's not, we'll get absolutely torn apart.
Man City are
Torn apart.
unbelievable.
It's one of those games where you just take it over.
You just take it on the chin, aye. Well, last year I think we went there and Murphy scored, didn't he? I think we got beat 3-1. Or was it 4-1, was it? Sorry. I think for a long period of that time...
That game was actually mentioned on All or Nothing.
Oh, was it?
It showed you there.
Oh, it
First
did.
2 goals.
That's right, it did, yes. It did, aye. You're right. And it's going to be one of them where it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. It's going to be
It
awful.
was a game where Murphy dinked it over.
Brilliant goal. Absolutely
Dinked it over.
brilliant goal. And going back to what was said 2 podcasts ago, that's the opportunity there of getting them on the break, because they are going to... I say that about Man United a lot, and I say that about Man City a lot, is that yes, when they've got the ball, blah, 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 but when they lose the ball, they are definitely gettable.
Yeah.
But have we got the quality of player and the composure of players? Have we got the composure to play the right pass and not panic? I think half of our players get a nosebleed when they get near that box.
The thing is, we're too frequent and too prone at losing the ball.
I know, exactly. We don't keep
So
it
when
on.
we do get the chances, we'll just run it out of a player, we'll just run into a player.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then we're on the back foot again.
And
we'll start again next. We're not going to get another chance at this for another 15 minutes now.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right.
They've got to be more clever with the ball. They've got to take the time a lot more, because it seems like we rush a lot of times when we do it on the
breathe.
attack.
I shout that loads. Just breathe, just calm down. But they're just, oh my god. Well, Murphy's the prime example. He's just like a headless chicken.
Oh mate, I meant to mention this on the Chelsea podcast. How many times did he go to the ground like a sack of shit?
Because he runs down a blind alley and then thinks, shit, I've got nothing on, and just bang.
Well, to be fair though, he was probably watching the Chelsea players doing it and getting a free kick every time.
He was, but mate, there was no way he was getting a free kick for the challenges he was going down on. Yeah. He was just out-muscled.
But every single one of theirs players were.
He's out-muscled every single time he went to the ground, which was frustrating.
It was tough for him, because a lot of times when he got the ball, he was the only man there.
He only had one direction to go in.
Yeah, he had 3 players to try and beat, and everyone's going, go on, you can beat all of them. No, he's not. I'm afraid he's not. You know what I mean? It is what it is, isn't it? Not to sort of pick on him, but the whole team have to be just more braver and just calm down when we get the ball. Let's just calm down a bit.
In regards to the team that you would like to see starting, if we're expecting the same formation, which I think most of us probably...
Actually, Murphy won't play then, sorry. He won't even be on the pitch on Saturday, if that's the case. Because Kennedy would obviously play for him.
Yeah, so Kennedy will play.
I think he would.
You want to?
What about Kennedy?
No, I think he'd probably drop Richie.
Ooh, nah, I think Richie's the type of player that you need in that Man City game.
I'm just thinking for that, the pace hitting them on the break, Kennedy and...
I think Kennedy will just be used. I think the only option that they'll be Kennedy, just down that
I can
left wing
see,
all the time.
as much as I hate to say that, I can see Perez coming back in for that game.
I think Kennedy's got something in his contract to say he has to play every time he's available, like every minute that he's available. Because we've never brung him off.
Strikers. Yosslu's got 2 and 3 Premier League games. Team starting.
I honestly think Wednesday has a lot to do with that, like, because I think if Yosselu starts Wednesday, then he doesn't start Saturday. Because I don't think Rafa will play someone 3 times.
I don't think. Honestly, obviously, by the time this podcast is going out, it's already gone and done.
Yeah,
this game's already gone and done.
Yeah.
But I think Rondon's starting that.
So if Rondon starts, then Yosselu starts Saturday.
You reckon?
Oh, absolutely.
What if Rondon goes out and bags 3?
He doesn't care about that, Rafa.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't care.
Doesn't matter.
He doesn't care. He could score 10. He wouldn't start.
Mitrovic, brace, Serbia, home, bench. Not even in the squad.
Exactly. He doesn't care. He looks at. He always seems to look at tiredness, doesn't he? And how many minutes they've played.
Yeah.
And he ain't going to start Rondon 3 games in a row. I don't think he would anyway.
So, right, result-wise, what we're going for?
3-0 Man City.
Walker?
I'd like to see we get a draw.
I didn't ask what you'd like to see, mate. That's first score.
I think we'll get beat 2-0.
Right. I'm normally the one who normally goes for at least a point in this situation.
He's going for a win now.
I'm not. I'll swear to God, I'm not. I think this is a game where we're going to get what arse handed to it.
Really?
I think we're looking at 4.
You're always so optimistic
And,
as well.
I think we're looking at conceding at least 4. At least. We might score 1. But
I might have a shot.
Yes! We're not actually being able to do a fucking throw-in because we couldn't do that against Chelsea.
If we get a... Oh, my God. Right, I'm sorry to go on here. Oh, how can we not take a throw-in?
I've got no idea.
We'll just throw it straight at the opposition.
I've got no idea.
We mustn't
Do
work-
it 2 times in a row.
2 times in a row? We mustn't work on that in training, you know.
Can it? Are you free? You can, mate. Crack on.
We
Get
mustn't-
yourself doing the pitch.
We must not work on throw-ins in training, you know.
I've got no idea.
Awful.
That dummy one.
Yeah, twice in a row.
There's no one around
mate,
it.
I know.
Chucks it at him.
He's like, oh, blue man, he'll do. It was the pitch, wasn't it? Thought it was Mark, blue man. Yeah. Sorry, though, sorry. So we all
I think.
And it is what it is. Who cares? Who cares?
Exactly.
It's Man City away.
We're all going into that game thinking we're going to get
You see
smacked.
the fixture list and you don't even look at that one. You're just
You're
like,
done.
you're just done as soon as you turn up. Hey, if you get a point, cock
Great.
out. Cock out.
I'm going to go 4-0.
Wonderful.
Nah, we're not losing that 4-0.
4-0 I'm going for. And
So
you
what
know
do you
I'm
think?
like,
If
I'm
we're
not
gonna
really
lose, do you
pretty
think
I'm
2-0
optimistic.
1-0, 2-0.
2.
So you're going 2-0.
I hope Aguero's not playing.
Did you say 3?
He's at least scored 100 against us, hasn't he? Yeah, 3, yeah. 3.
3.
3-0, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go for defeat. Thanks for watching this
It's
one.
going to be a great week this
Mate.
week. Out of the cup and hammer on Saturday.
Oh my God. Just be able to really review with this one. That's going to
At
be...
least we can.
fun
It's a
watching.
late kick-off. At least we can just sit and get pissed watching it.
I'm away. Oh, do you know what? This game. This is me one game where Bry, true Geordie, hi Bry. He messaged us last night. He texted us last night saying, "Oh, what are you doing on Saturday?" No, I already have plans. I was like, "Oh, why? Why are you asking?" Is he odd? Do you want to come down to London and go on the kick-off? I was like, "You fucking bastard!" I was like, "I'm away this weekend." I went, "If I go there and ditch plans with all that, I'm getting castrated, mate." I was like, "Sorry,
Every
can I
cloud.
go? Can I go?"
You should have no more kids.
Sorry. Quite like me kids.
No, I'm saying at least you
Not
won't have
many
any
more.
more.
Oh, I like me future
If you got
kids.
castrated, you wouldn't.
I like me future kids.
You don't want to have any more.
Yeah, 2's enough, isn't it?
Exactly.
2's enough.
I need
The
one more.
third one's always a little dick.
You
I've
need
heard.
one more.
I need to get home, actually.
Speaking of that, Deka, I need to get home to produce the second. Right, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. That's all we've got to say.
Sorry for the negativity.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll be back to our
it's-
jovial selves.
it's been a poor week for optimism on the podcast. So hopefully next week when we've been beat by Man City, it'll be a little bit better because we'll be going into game with fucking Arsenal.
and then exactly who we've got to look forward to after that.
Arsenal. But Deka's going for a win. That's Deka's win of the season.
100% beating them.
Right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
Love yous.
Ta-ta.